What if the US government owned 33% of SpaceX Starlink? Let's think about it. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much once again joining me for tea time. Today we have a little bit of fireside, that smokiness. So good. Hope you're joining me with your cup of tea, maybe a cup of coffee, hanging out, talking tech, talking photo, talking video. Today is going to be just a interesting thought, hopefully provoking day. I was reading an article over the holiday, over the New Year holiday. Happy New Year, everyone. This is the first video of 2024. I can't even believe saying 2024. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. I was reading this article about this telecommunications company, Vodafone. I'm sure some of you guys have heard of it. Now it's called Vodafone Idea. Anyways, I'll get into that in just a minute. And I was reading through this article and it kind of made me think about how about if SpaceX Starlink was owned or somehow had a majority or maybe even a minority stake in SpaceX Starlink? What would happen to the company? What would happen to its service? What would happen to us that use the service? So I want to read through an article. It's very short about Vodafone. And in this article, it brought to light how the Indian government actually owns 33% of the communications company. And that got me thinking. So anyways, let's get into this. But before we do, I just want to say that if you enjoyed this video, even the least, throw it a thumbs up. That would be very helpful. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. If you are subscribed, thank you very much. Click this little button over here so when I go live or when a new video comes out, you'll be notified of it immediately. And if you want to say thank you for all of my hard work, little thank you button down there. You can give $1 or $2 if you like. If not, perfectly fine. Consider becoming a member of the channel. That would be even better. Anyways, let's get right into this article. Shares of Vodafone surge after mention of Elon Musk, SpaceX Starlink investing in the communications company as a means of entering the Indian market. Now, if you don't know, that has been this thing going on. Elon Musk wants to put SpaceX Starlink into India, and they just haven't had it. And it's been going back and forth for months now. Anyways, just so you get some background here. So as to be expected, once it came out that Elon Musk was not purchasing a majority or even a minority stake in the company, Vodafone Idea now, well, the stock plummeted once again. So it continues by saying shares of Vodafone Idea Ltd plunged 6% on Tuesday's trading after the telecom operator said it was not in any talks with Elon Musk's Starlink. Quote, "We would like to submit that the company is not in any such decision with the named party. We are not aware of the basis of the said news item." They also said, "We wish to reiterate and clarify that the company will comply with SEBI listing regulations and duly keep the stock exchanges informed of any price-sensitive information." From the day's high of 17.78 rupee, Vodafone Idea shares tumble 10.23% to hit a low of 15.96 rupee on the BSE. The BSE is the Bombay Stock Exchange. The clarification from Vodafone Idea came after its shares soared in the past two sessions after business magazine Business World said the market was betting that Elon Musk was looking to buy a stake in the company to help Starlink enter India. Obviously, that was not the case. The Vodafone Idea stock was up 6.05% on Monday and 21% on Friday, with trading volume of each day of roughly 1.7 billion shares, the most in almost 2 years. So that's all it takes is just a little bit of, let's say, fabrication, just a little bit of news that is really not news, maybe something that's just a hint that might not really be real. Really be real? Yeah. Be fake. And all of a sudden it just blows up, especially if it has something to do with Elon Musk or SpaceX, Starlink, Tesla, any of his companies, anything that relates to him, it just blows up. People are really looking at him as a leader of business as of right now. Now, the article finalizes with this. The stock exchanges has sought clarification from Vodafone Idea. The magazine suggested that the government was looking to offload its 33% stake in Vodafone Idea to tech billionaire Elon Musk and his satellite internet venture Starlink, collaborating with the carrier. So, that one-liner set me thinking. And some people probably looked at it as like, it's not important. It is important. Why is it important? Once again, the magazine suggested that the government was looking to offload the government's 33% stake in Vodafone Idea. Why in the hell is a government owning stake in a communications or media company in a democracy? That's a pretty damn good question, right? So Vodafone and Idea Cellular, they merged in, I think it was 2018. And then in that time, up until now, from 2018 to 2024 now, the last 5 years, now 6, they have not been profitable ever. Never. Not even in a single quarter has Vodafone, now Vodafone Idea, ever been profitable. Being owned by the government, 33%. That is a pretty damn good size of ownership by the Indian government. Wouldn't you say? 33%. Yet this company is still faltering. Has never, ever, ever had a profitable quarter. Never. Interesting, right? So I'm thinking to myself, why is the Indian government owning a stake in a communications company? A media company? Any company of this sorts? Why is that? Well, the way I look at it, it's the same reason why the Chinese Communist Party, or the CCP, is creating the Starlink copycat called StarNet. How creative, right? The answer is control. Is it not? It's just simply control. It has the means of controlling what is seen, what is said. It has a means of shaping narratives. It has a means of pushing certain ideologies and stifling others. Freedom of speech, freedom of thought dissemination are all subverted when a government owns a stake in a media or a communications company. Do you not believe that? So I said, you know what? I'm going to ask ChatGPT this question. We know ChatGPT is very biased. It does swing one way over the other. I said, you know what? I want to see what ChatGPT thinks about, is it possible to have a democracy if you have a government-controlled media or communications system or company? And what ChatGPT said was this, very interesting. It says, in a healthy democracy, the government should not control the media. One of the fundamental principles of a democratic society is the freedom of press, which ensures that the media outlets can operate independently, report on various perspectives, and act as a check on government power. In a democratic system, the media ideally serves as a watchdog, holding those in power accountable and providing citizens with information they need to make informed decisions. Holy crap, ChatGPT got it. So coming full circle, what if the US government was able to own a stake in SpaceX Starlink, just like we see with the Indian government owning a major stake in Vodafone Idea now? Would it promote or would it stifle growth? I would say if it was run anything like the NASA program, which would take 10 years, whereas SpaceX Starlink would take 10 months, it would definitely stifle. But not only that, The narrative would change. Control over communications would change. I really do believe a private party needs to control and the government needs to stay out of religion and communication and any type of media, just like ChatGPT said. You know, this is why I kind of say that the Indian government is more like the CCP, the Chinese Communist Party, and not like a democracy. Why would you own 33% of a telco? It is a problem to me. Once again, the only reason is control. Now, if you guys didn't know it, back in 1947 is when the Indian, let's say, government was formed. Let's say the Indian Republic, when it became a democratic country. And then in, I think it was 1950 is when their constitution was written. So it's supposed to be a democracy. But just like I said, according to ChatGPT, a democracy would not control the narrative. It would not have ownership in a media company or a telco or anything like that. It just simply wouldn't. Many people have said, oh, you know, we really do believe that the US government should take control over SpaceX Starlink because Elon Musk has too much power now, even though that power was given to Elon Musk because it was a vacuum, because the government decided to shut down the space program one year and say, you know what? It's no longer in existence. If we need to get our astronauts to the ISS or be able to put supplies on the ISS, we have to do a ride share with the Russians. What brilliant mind thought of that? Anyways, there was a vacuum and Elon Musk said, hey, you know what? We can get your supplies and we can get your astronauts to the ISS. No problem. Give us the contract. The US government said, here. He said, okay. Within a month, they had astronauts and supplies on the ISS. Busy gets done, unlike the government. So what do you think about all this? What do you think? I have a real problem with the Indian government stating that it is a democracy while owning 33% of a telco. It is a problem to me. Anyways, down below, I want to hear your thoughts. What do you think? Once again, welcome into 2024. Happy New Year to each and every one of you. Thank you for being with me over the years. Really do appreciate it. Also, if you're looking for a VPN, check out PureVPN. The nice folks over there gave us a promo code, JCristina. If you use that promo code, you'll get 15 additional % off, or you could just simply use the URL, jcristina.com/VPN. Once again, jcristina.com/VPN. And finally, head over to my website, jcristina.com, where you can find all the photography tools I've invented for you, and merch and teas and everything else. Pick something up if you so desire. I would really appreciate it. Many thanks to you. Many blessings to you and your family. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you in the next one. Love you all.